Okay. Ugh. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the show.
The show. Where we talk about everything, everywhere, with anyone, at any time.
No, not any time. But today we talk about...
It is any time.
All right. Talk about birthdays.
With you.
Her birthday. With
well,
you.
Yeah, it's my birthday, but we're not here to talk particularly about my birthdays, but more necessarily birthdays abroad.
Yeah.
And more importantly, birthdays as a digital nomad, because
Yeah.
that is what we are. And these are the kinds of birthdays that we go to all the time here in Bali.
Yeah.
And I think just between us two, we grew up very differently. He's from China, I'm from South Africa. So we grew up with a very different background. So what did your birthday look like as a kid? Or like the one that you can remember the most?
Well, I don't remember any particular birthday, to be honest, because I don't know. I just naturally don't pay attention to these kind of things. But now, when you ask me, I think a while ago I was thinking about the same. You know, the old image resurfaced in my hand. I still remember back then when I was a little kid. I still remember I was looking at the photo, right? And then we were, me and my parents, were living in an apartment back in my hometown when I was, 5 or something. And then there's only the three of us. And we were basically, I was in the middle, a tiny kid. And then, and my parents are by my side. And then they prepared me a cake and then blowing the candles and stuff. I don't know. I always look back at that photo think back at that photo because I really don't remember anything else.
Yeah.
And I just realized, hey, because my parents are not rich and they really, really worked hard to take care of me. And every time I think of my birthday, I think of that. And then every time I think of that, I really appreciate them.
Yeah.
Because, there's nothing else for me to even remember. Actually,
Yeah.
I really don't remember any other birthdays, actually.
I think I recently realized as well, it's like I always celebrated birthdays and holidays like really bigly, if you can say that. It's because my family, like I have 3 older brothers, I've got parents, and then my 2 older brothers have separate parents, but we were all one big family.
Yeah.
My cousins would come down, so every event was something big. And if like your family couldn't be there, then it would be family friends. And we had a lot of close family friends, so anybody's birthday was always going to be a braai, which is a barbecue for those people who don't know the South African slang.
South African tradition.
Yeah, South African barbecue. We would always have a braai, people would come over, bring drinks, bring presents, to be a whole big thing. Like no matter if it's Christmas or birthday or something, there was always something going on.
Yeah.
And only when I moved to China back in, 2019, like did I have my first birthday alone where I wasn't really doing anything. And it kind of hit me as like, oh, this is sad, Like now when I look back, it's not that sad. I think it's also when you get older.
No, that's the contrast.
Yeah, the contrast.
The
It felt sad because I didn't really have any friends. I was new to China. I think it happened like 3 or 4 months after I arrived in China.
Yeah.
So obviously I didn't have very close friends. But the best thing to do was go for a dinner and have a couple of drinks, and that's it.
That's it.
But as you get older, like you don't value presents as much, even though sometimes like your friend will still bring you a bottle of whiskey or something, or a small bracelet here and there, and it's very nice and thoughtful. But when you were a kid, you knew on your birthday you're gonna wake up and you're gonna have like 20 presents from your parents or something, or whatever it is, maybe. But you knew that there was gonna be presents. But you kind of get used to it. Like as you get older, the less you get and the less you celebrate because you're actually getting one day older.
Yeah.
But being a digital nomad in particular, like you're traveling by yourself most of the time or with a significant other.
Yeah.
Which means that your birthday will be spent that way. And the other day, I think it was last week, I went to say goodbye to someone here in Bali, and there was a lady just next to us at the table celebrating her birthday alone.
Yeah.
And the staff came, they sang happy birthday, they bought her a slice of cake, and I didn't know whether to feel happy for her or to feel sad for her.
Yeah.
It was a very weird...
Which one was that? At Ethan's restaurant?
No.
Okay.
But anyways, like I was saying goodbye to a friend Amy, and we were having dinner, and then next thing, the happy birthday thing was going on, and I was like, I feel a little bit strange about this. Not because it's different, but it's like, I don't know if I want to feel happy for her. Like, yeah, girl, you do you. it's your birthday, celebrate it how you want. Like obviously
Yeah.
she does, like maybe doesn't live here, maybe she's traveling and this was her birthday gift to herself.
Yeah.
Then it is like, yeah, boo, you do you. But also like, I think I wouldn't go to a restaurant by myself on my birthday and order a cake and tell the staff that it's my birthday.
Okay. Oh, so basically they had the whole setup.
I assume so because
Okay.
the staff was singing happy birthday to her. How else do they
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
You know? Usually when you go to a restaurant and people sing happy birthday to you, it's from your friends or a friend told the staff.
Yeah.
But for her, like by herself, unless, I
Yeah.
mean, there's multiple ways it could have gone. It could have been also like a friend made the reservation and was like, go there at 6,
Yeah.
enjoy your dinner, and told the staff. But still, I had this.
Exactly.
The point was that I had this weird feeling of like, do I feel happy for her or do I feel rather sad for her?
Yeah.
Then it also made me think about a couple of months ago when a girl posted her birthday on Nomeo, and it was like, it's my birthday, come celebrate with me, and she only had like a handful of people going. This is the lengths that people have to go to celebrate their birthday kind of the way that they were used to, you know?
Yeah.
Luckily for Nomeo, she at least had a handful of people to celebrate it with, because if there was no Nomeo, she probably would have celebrated by herself.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. To be honest with you, like now we're talking about all this, but I don't celebrate my birthdays
At all.
It's actually, if I remember correctly, it was a conscious decision by myself. I remember back then I was just like one day, vaguely, I remember that I was just like questioning why would I celebrate my birthday?
Yeah.
And then I couldn't come up with a good enough reason. I was like, okay, it's just another day. But for me, it's like even back in China, after we started dating, and I was like, what?
I just love it because I always wanted to do something with you, like for you.
Yeah.
I think we met just after your birthday, and then the first year I bought you like a cake.
Yeah.
I just wanted to actually send it to his parents because I know that your parents always want the best for you. Like not
Yeah.
only your parents, but every parent.
They're always
and they
asking,
want to make
actually.
sure that you had a good day.
Yeah.
I just figured like you like cake, I'll buy you a cake.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be a whole big thing. I think, and then the second year we went out for drinks, but like
Yeah.
he definitely showed it to me that he doesn't like his birthday. It's not about like don't tell people it's my birthday. It's just like there's no need to celebrate it.
Yeah.
If we're out doing something, fine. If we're not, we're not.
Yeah.
It's no biggie.
Because I really feel right. I remember back then I would actually always ask my parents for something, and then they're like, "Well, we'll get you.
Wait for your
wait for a
birthday."
couple months, and
Yeah.
we will get you for your birthday as
Yeah.
a present." And now, after I started making my own money, I'm like, so I actually never liked anything luxurious. I think both of us are like this, and it's like if you are not looking for something luxurious, whatever you are buying, is actually quite necessary.
Yeah.
And then if it's necessary, right, why would I wait for a couple months
Yeah.
until my birthday?
Yeah.
Because even back then, when people were giving me birthday presents, in China, sometimes people ask you what you need and they buy it for you,
Yeah.
and then it's more practical.
Yeah.
And whenever people just give you a gift out of nowhere, it's just like,
It's
okay,
pretty random.
thank you,
Yeah.
but I don't know how I can use this.
Yeah.
And then it becomes something, belongs to the shelf, whatever. And then for me, it's like, I always just, I never spend money like crazy. And then just like, whenever I buy, I need it. If I need it, why can't I just like get it right now?
Yeah.
So that's why,
This makes sense, 100%. Like for sure, like my parents used to do this for me, but I think it's when you're a kid, you just like you see a toy and you want it, and then
Yeah.
if you still want it by your birthday, we'll get it for you then.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. Otherwise, you're gonna have like 20 toys like packing up your room.
yeah,
But as an adult, I also actually got to the stage where I would tell people like, please don't buy me something, just come and enjoy the night with me.
yes.
And then also there was a stage in South Africa in particular, like it was actually just better to give people money. So you give them a card with a handwritten note.
That's
and
why
you-
in China, during Chinese New Year,
red packets.
Yeah, red packets.
So
Because it's much
basically,
easier.
it's the same thing. So it's just cash
yeah,
instead.
and it's much easier for the parents to confiscate it as
yeah.
well.
Well,
you know?
no, my parents never did because it was my cards.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like
My
money.
parents did a lot, but
I think it's like money, and then now or these days it's alcohol. Like I got a couple
Yeah.
of bottles of alcohol this weekend. Just as a
Because
birthday-
that's the easiest.
Yeah, it is. And if you don't know
Like,
someone,
get
you're
you
like, if they
fucked
drink,
up.
if they drink, they drink. Take it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think also like for me, I've had this realization with like birthdays and weddings in particular. It is a weird thing. So a wedding, you're supposed to be celebrating the couple, right?
Yeah.
But the couple is the one that's getting into debt to pay for the wedding, right?
Yeah, that's the
Or they're
weirdest
getting their
thing.
parents into debt to pay for the wedding. So everyone
Yeah.
else comes and enjoys the time. Now a birthday party is pretty much exactly the same thing. Like I don't mind to get a couple of beers and some food. Like it's okay. What goes around comes around. You're gonna go to someone else's
Yeah.
birthday. Like you don't spend as much as a wedding, but you still spend some cash.
Yeah.
You're buying snacks, you're buying drinks, you're buying mixers. You tell people to bring this, they bring some of it. Okay, but still, I think the birthday person is doing much of the spending.
Yeah.
And it was exactly the same thing when I was in school, because if it was your birthday, you get to wear normal clothes, like so you get to wear like regular clothes. You don't have to wear the school uniform, but you have to bring cake for the classroom. So again, the birthday person is spending
Alright.
the money.
Yeah. I don't know. The whole birthday thing, I get it, right? It's like you're celebrating your life.
Billy, I see Billy.
Billy's gonna show face.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's cinnamon.
Yes.
That's not alcohol.
It's a mini
So
birthday
this
cake.
is good. Not that healthy, but it's still better than
best
alcohol,
birthday
I guess,
cake.
I think.
Yeah.
But what are we talking about?
Just the fact that like the person whose thing it is has to pay money. So whether it be a wedding
Yeah.
or something like that, like the only time you're not paying is a funeral.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
I hate to put a dampener on it, but like then your family are playing, but still.
Yeah. But the thing is really that I just feel that we are trying to celebrate life, and I really think it's a good thing because well, you should really value yourself. However, I feel now the celebration thing has to come with some kind of achievement.
Yeah.
So that's why actually I'm pretty hardcore, as she knows, and a lot of people who know me know. For me,
It's vibrating.
that's okay.
Okay.
So
You got me a vibrator? My birthday?
no.
Sorry, that was in your
However,
ear.
the thing I really wanted to say is that in my opinion, if I have achieved something, I will celebrate at any day because
makes sense.
that really makes me feel meaningful in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
the more and more I get older and older, I have realized that like I think for my birthday I want to do something that I want to do.
Yeah.
So actually, right now we're at a brewery just near our house, but I did book a dinner tonight,
Yeah.
which is an all-you-can-eat,
Ethan is here now.
a very fancy all-you-can-eat thing, and I was really looking forward to doing that, but they canceled because they have renovations. So
Yeah.
like this, actually, to do that, it's like 10 people, it's smaller. I felt like this is what I want to do for my
Yeah.
birthday, and I want to eat that food. So if you don't want to come, that's fine. Hey!
Hey.
Ethan's here.
yeah.
I'm gonna put Ethan's head on the on the video so everyone know who's Ethan.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something that I wanted to do, and it got messed up. But that's why I was like, okay, the next best thing I want to do is drink some beers at a South African restaurant in Bali.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think as I get older, I'm going to just choose things that I want to do. So if it's eat sushi the whole day or go for my nails, that's that. I don't want gifts anymore. I've actually put that very clear, loud and clear, that like no gifts,
And also
just
maybe
come,
just
enjoy it.
yeah, like step away from gifts because at the end of the day, all we need is actually just people.
Yeah.
Once we have people around, that's what really, in my opinion, well, to be honest, some people make it very cliche. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, I just want to be happy, be around with the people. But when you live to a certain extent, some people, at my age, they're still looking for, I don't know, mansions, Lamborghinis, and sports car, whatever, fancy stuff. For me, I always tell people that, look, I want to make a lot of money. However, even if I have a lot of money, right? If I have a shack and I can live on a nice beach and then there's no worries whatsoever. I can just do whatever the fuck I want.
you'll still be
I
happy.
really think that is my best option.
Yeah.
And then we talk about this and back and forth. But, to be honest, if you really think about it, what do the materialistic things give you?
Yeah.
No matter how fancy, how expensive they are.
Short-lived happiness.
Yeah, it is a burst of happiness, quoted, or pleasure. It's a memory. It's a memory that, hey, I have this fucking thing, I look fucking cool.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
However, you hang out with friends, you have
it's much
dinner,
more
and this
rewarding.
and that. It's
Much-
just,
yeah.
everything is memory.
Yeah.
But when you think back, right, when we think back today, and then it's like, hey, we're there, we might get drunk, which, it's not healthy, but it's fun. We're gonna get drunk, and there are gonna be a lot of drunk stories to be told.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. And every time you think back at the memory, you're gonna laugh. Maybe you're in a very shitty situation in the future, knock on wood, no, but maybe you're in not a happy situation. No matter what, you think back, you're gonna feel even happier.
Yeah.
And that's the whole fucking point.
Yeah, I think as well as like we're not judging people who want to do extravagant parties. Like you do what makes you happy. It's just a really big realization that I've come to is like the same things that made me happy back then don't make me happy anymore. I slowly started cutting the presents out of my birthday, and now I'm just like, I just want people to come and enjoy. Don't feel like you need to be pressurized to show up even for an hour to say happy birthday. That's totally fine.
Yeah.
Don't feel pressurized you need to make a post. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I also think that I'm just gonna do the things that I want to do on my birthday because it is my day.
Yeah.
I was born on this motherfucking day. But I think do what makes you happy. And don't judge other people if they choose to do otherwise, because I also feel like I was a little bit pressurized. People are like, oh, you're not going to do something on your birthday? Like, you know, and I'm just like...
It's weird because like I really think, we actually talk about this, right? A lot of birthdays, they're exactly the same.
Yeah.
And then it's like people are following the same pattern.
Yeah.
But is that kind of celebration really suitable for everybody? Is that kind of celebration that, you know, you put whatever the banner on you, and then you know like have a bunch of people and this and that. Is everybody happy that way?
Yeah,
I really doubt it.
It's different, of course.
You
it's
know?
different.
Yeah.
Some people want to go play sports. Some people want to go to the spa. Some people want to party. It's different for everyone. And I think the message is that like you do you.
Yeah.
And just note that when you are living abroad and when you are a digital nomad, there will come this time where you realize, hey, this is kind of hard because I don't really have friends here, but I still want to celebrate my birthday, especially if you're still in the manner of like how you celebrate it when you were a kid or back home.
Yeah.
So it will always be different, but there will always be people around to make you feel special. I think if you do value your birthday, you got to tell people, otherwise we would never know. Like it could be someone else's birthday today and I might have no idea because they didn't say anything.
You know, because we run this community, I always feel like you know, whatever we can do to actually give people meaning. Because in the very beginning we started doing meetups, and then you know people find a lot of connections through the meetups, which is great.
Yeah.
However, I just feel even earlier when you mentioned the girl, I actually forgot about it a little bit. Now I kind of remember. It's like actually back then I think we back and forth we talked about it a little bit. It's like how can we even make a birthday thing
better?
So whoever joins the community, and once they join, and then we will know their birthday, and then so we can do something for them. But then, however, the thing is like it's really complicated. How do we do that? Right?
Yeah, that's complicated. First of all, and second of all, there are some people like Tom, our friend, who doesn't want to celebrate. He doesn't want anybody to even know his birthday. Like you don't celebrate your birthday, but he doesn't even want people to know when his birthday is. Not even the month. Like I asked him once, he was like, no. So it's like I don't want to make someone feel uncomfortable when they sign up onto our platform and they have
it can't be optional.
Of course, but I just like the logistics are hard. So I think it's like if we keep in mind others, you know, like if you sense that like someone's more outgoing and you know that their birthday's coming up, you got to keep that in mind. Like you don't have to go large, but just send them a message, hey, you want to go for beers? Yeah. Like we even did that. We have another friend that doesn't like to celebrate his birthday, Billy, and we were just like, we'll go for a non-birthday dinner. Like we just go for dinner on the day of your birthday and we don't even say happy birthday. Yeah. And we actually that day went to go eat Cinnabon, so maybe it's a tradition now. Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think that's all for this one. Okay. It's time to drink beer. Yeah. And By the way, here's another thing I really want to mention is that in China we have a very famous, not a famous, kind of a common quote, is that it is your birthday. It is your happy day. But on this day, your mom suffered. Yeah, actually people congratulate the parents. Yeah. My parents are more popular on Facebook today than I am. Legit. Like everyone's congratulations. Oh really? Yeah. You never told me actually. It's like a normal thing. Everyone posts like their old photos. Thank you, Michelle. You did a fantastic job. And Terrence. Don't forget Papa T. Well, like on this particular day. She carried me. Yeah, she birthed me. Yes. Mom is more important on this day than Dad. Conceived, did the hard work. Yeah. Dad is kind of doing the everyday hard grind. Okay. But for both of them. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you to my parents for raising me to be the being I am today. Yeah. Without you, I would not be alive. Yeah. That's all for this one, and we'll see you in the next one. Without them making some love. Cheers. I'll leave that in. Yeah, why not? Yeah.